Merry Christmas Eve, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to discuss the much neglected Fortnite Reloaded trading card collection. I had put this video together months ago, but I finally had time to polish it up, so let's go ahead and get started. The Reloaded set consists of 315 cards in total. Unlike Series 1 and 2, the Reloaded series only has one variation of every card. However, they do have some new styles that we have not seen before in the other sets. Now, aesthetically, Reloaded is a force to be reckoned with. But if we are talking quality control, it's like the manufacturing plant was ran by or Martin Shkreli. Now, at my first unboxing of Reloaded cards, it was obvious that they chose a completely different organizational method. Instead of sorting by rarity, they actually organized everything alphabetically. And it's kind of sad how long it took me to figure that out. Now, there's only one major problem with this organizational method. It's much harder to figure out the total amount of legendaries and epics and so forth. So I had to bring along my good old friend Google Sheets. So the Reloaded set is divided into 6 major categories: outfits, events, set cards, move-in cards, glowing cards, and foil loading screen cards. Now, the outfit cards are pretty self-explanatory, but there are some cool finds when you really dig. Like, for instance, there are more than just common, uncommon, rare, epic, and legendary. They actually introduced 3 other categories, and if you stick around to the end, we'll discuss that a little bit more. Now, of the outfits, there are 42 legendary cards, 64 epic cards, 46 rare cards, and 30 uncommon cards. Now, there are other legendary, epic, rare, and uncommons throughout the set within the other major categories, but these are the ones that are found in the outfit section of the collection. Now, the next category is the event cards. Now, the premise here is great because 10 years from now, these are just a bunch of little nostalgia nuggets, and I will take these over the screenshots from Series 1 any day. Here's a cool one here. We got the 201 Ice Storm event card, with the Ice King about to freeze over the entire island. And here's a black hole from Series 1 when we were switching over to Series 2 and we had an unstable 0 point and the entire map got sucked into a black hole, and there was like 2 days or 3 days, if I can remember right, where nobody could play the game. So even though the cards are a little lackluster, it's still very nostalgic. Next, we have set cards. And to be honest, they're not really anything special. If you've purchased skins in the game, you're probably pretty familiar that a lot of them come with back bling and maybe a harvesting tool. So these cards are really just to, play off of that. They kind of feel like filler cards, and I kind of wish they just went 100% on everything. What's done is done. They are a part of the set, but really nothing to talk about here. But the good news is it's nothing but up from here. Next, we have the glow-in-the-dark cards. Now, these do in fact glow in the dark, and they actually look very amazing in black lights. Of the 25 cards, there are 4 legendaries: Dark Vertex, Dark Voyager, Deadfire, and my personal favorite of the 4, Fallen Love Ranger. Now, we all know rarity isn't everything, so some other familiar faces within the glow-in-the-dark set, we have Gold Trooper and Skull Ranger. And then my third favorite card in the entire set, the Green Skull Trooper. Great looking card. Now, I'm a big fan of this glow-in-the-dark category, and I will definitely be collecting all 25 cards. I actually just ordered a case of megas that I intend to open live. If you guys want to come along for that, you can go ahead and shoot me a subscribe, and I will definitely get that out there. Now, my second favorite card comes from the next set, the poster foil loading screens. Now, this is a huge, huge improvement from the Series 1 loading screens. Reloaded did it right. Now, there are 20 loading screens, and in my opinion, they are the star of the collection. They really killed it. And the last category within the Reloaded series is something you might see in a McDonald's Happy Meal, the 3D moving cards. I believe they call it Lenticular. Now, I joke about the McDonald's Happy Meal, but these cards are pretty unique. Imagine showing this card to someone after you've time traveled back to like 900 BC.
You are all hereby found guilty of the crime of witchcraft. If they're really witches, why don't they use their powers to escape?
That sounds like witch talk to me, Lisa.
Never mind.
Now, some big time characters in this category, we have Crystal, Bright Bomber, and Drift, but obviously it's a little bit gimmicky. Looking at these through a PSA 10 slab might change your opinion. Weird things happen to our brain when we're looking at cards through this mysterious plastic housing that magically causes pricing to go 10x. Humans are funny. Now let's examine a little bit more into these subsets. Reloaded introduced a few new rarities that we're not accustomed to seeing. For one, they have a subset called Slurp Outfits. There are 3 cards in this subset. We have Ripley, Big Chuggus, and Sludge. Ripley being one of the fan favorites for sure. So if you're not really interested in collecting maybe the entire set, there are a lot of subsets within this collection that you can target. Another subset is the Dark Outfits. Here we have the Dark Bomber and 2 skins that we really aren't accustomed to seeing, Dark Jonesy and Dark Rex. Now there are a few other dark cards in the collection under the glow in the dark category, such as Dark Vertex and Dark Voyager, but they're actually not labeled as dark outfits, they're just labeled as legendary. Now lastly, there are a couple lone wolves in the collection. As I was sorting through the data, I noticed there was only 1 common card in this entire set, and it kind of made me wonder, was this an error? Or was it intentional? The only common card in the entire set is number 134, Recruit Jonesy. Now this is an OG default character skin, and Jonesy has become the face of the storyline. So it's kind of interesting that they left this as the only common card. And the other lone wolf of the pack is actually my favorite card from the entire set, and that's number 107, Molten Valkyrie. This card is labeled as a lava outfit, the only one of its kind in the entire set. And it's a mean looking card. They really did an amazing job on this collection. But now let's talk about the ugly. The quality control on this set is the worst I have ever seen. I mean, it's bad. I opened 3 boxes and I think I had 1 card that was gem mint, and it was the movin card. And that thing's built Ford tough. This is the main reason why the Reloaded collection has laid to the wayside. So the real question is, are there some gem mint cards out there? Was it even possible to leave the manufacturer without defects? Now that's pretty much it for today. Don't forget to help me out, and you guys take care. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.